Here in the United States, there are an estimated 20 million AR-15s.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
But if you live in states like California, Delaware, Hawaii, Maryland, New Jersey, Connecticut, and DC, we got about Massachusetts. Massachusetts? Or Mass, your government has probably deemed it too scary to have an AR-15. But CMMG just developed the BR4. This right here is a 47 state compliant AR-15. So now you too can enjoy the freedoms that the rest of the states fought for. Fought better. I live in Iowa and I am able to have any AR-15 I want to because America. But I think this thing is cool as hell. I have a bunch of AR-15s and eventually they kind of get boring. They all kind of look the same. They operate the same. So having something new and different is exciting to me. So I was pretty excited when I seen CMMG drop this. I also see that SIG and Foxtrot Mike drop a similar rifle and I have messed with them. I got to say so far the trigger, I'm a trigger snob. If the trigger's good, the gun is good, and this trigger is fantastic. So I'm looking forward to putting some ammo through this thing. So first we're going to give you a breakdown, and then we're going to do a little bit of shooting, and I'm also going to be comparing it to a regular AR-15, see where the pros and the cons of this rifle are. But first, we got to thank our sponsors. We the People Holsters. We the People is an American-made holster company. These guys have a little bit of everything like this battle belt you see here, or the duty holster. They also have mag pouches. They have apparel. They have EDC belts, EDC holsters, kydex, and leather. They have some really good apparel, but best of all, they have bacon jerky. If you are in the market for a new kydex holster, whether it's EDC or maybe a duty belt setup, go check out We the People Holsters. Use code PEWVIEW25. It's going to save you 25% off of anything on the site, including that bacon jerky. These guys make a solid setup and it's not going to break the bank. Their apparel's good, and did I mention they have bacon jerky? Thank you, We the People Holsters, for sponsoring another video. If any of you watching this are interested in grabbing a holster, go to the link down in the description below and make sure you use code PEWVIEW25. Of course, we can't forget about SDI, Sonoran Desert Institute. If any of you watching this want to become a gunsmith or just work in the gun industry in general, go check out SDI. I'll put a link down in the description below. Let's get back to the video. So CMMG is doing a mass compliant AR-15 type rifle. The only difference is it obviously doesn't have your adjustable buttstock or pistol grip or any of that fun stuff, but it takes the same mags and it's almost the same trigger. This is their collaboration with Rise Armament. All they did was put a longer linkage in here, so it does not take regular AR-15 triggers. This is what it is, but I'm not upset about it because it's a really good trigger. It's also coming with CMMG's new muzzle brake, which is insane. I mean, this thing does not move. It's not like a 223 kicks a whole hell of a lot in the first place, but this thing is an extremely flat shooting rifle. I absolutely love it. So moving back here, we got the mag release here, and this is fully ambi because it's kind of gotta be. It's not like you can really hit that. You're gonna be dropping your mags from over here. It's also got the bolt release right here and a cross bolt safety, which not a huge fan of, but you can't exactly fit a thumb safety like on a traditional AR-15 anywhere in here. So this may look pretty familiar to most of you guys. This is just a regular CMMG. That fucking pterodactyl? Anyways, this is just a regular CMMG Descent Upper. This right here is also just a Remington 870 shotgun stock. So whatever stock you like, you can put onto this gun. It's compatible with anything. Now over here, we got the charging handle. This is stationed on the left side. You can also move it over to the right, but I like it over here because it kind of acts as a hook for my thumb. And it being over on the left side, it's a little bit easier to press check or clear malfunctions because I just pinch it with my index and my thumb here to pull back. So pretty cool design. I'm going to stop boring you with the specs. Let's go see how it compares to an AR. First, we're already back here. We're sitting at about 110 yards, so might as well see how the accuracy is. I'm going to see if I can run that dueling tree up.
Bill drill at 100.
Bill drill at 100 yards.
Yeah, and it's 3.5 seconds.
.95. I love this scope. probably mentioned, this is the Arkin EP8 1-8. These things are incredibly good for the money. And if you're looking to save some more money, you can use code PewView25. It's going to save you 25%, making this thing only about $300. That code is also going to save you 25% off of anything on Arkin's website. So if you're in the market for a new optic, go check out Arkin. I'll put a link in the description below. All right, now I'm going to try that with the Watchtower AR-15. Now, this is not super fair because this is a 300 blackout. 4 flat. Obviously this is a 300 blackout and it's much shorter. A 223 with a 16-inch barrel is going to be quite a bit flatter shooting. Also, it's got a 1-8. So again, not super fair, but I got to say that CMMG is super controllable at a distance. I'm able to double tap on a C-zone target at 110 yards. That's good enough. So I think the best part about having the ergonomics of this rifle versus something like a AR-15 is when you go prone. Shooting at a distance on a bipod, this is going to be a lot more comfortable to shoot than something like this. For shits and giggles, we'll test that theory. Yeah, that's just unfair. A 223 with a 16-inch barrel and a 1-8 loaded up on a bipod. I can pull that trigger as fast as I can and stay on a C-zone steel plate. So I've been talking about this trigger quite a bit, so I'm going to see some split times. Best way to do that, the build drill. You can never go wrong with the build drill. Six, seven, whatever. 1-3 split, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5. 1-5, 1-5, 1-3, 1-4. So compared to an AR, it's pretty much the same. Got 12s, 1-3s, 1-4s. Pretty much the same thing. Obviously, this is 300 blackout, so it's definitely not as controllable as a 223. All right, so I think the AR-15 is going to shine when it comes to low ready, just doing one up on target as quickly as possible. I think the 45-degree throw in the pistol grip is going to save you a little bit of time, but only one way to find out. 0.32. Now this does have a 16-inch barrel. It's quite a bit heavier. Also, to get that safety off in time is going to slow me down a whole hell of a lot, but it's kind of the point of the drill is how fast you get your safety on and get your finger on the trigger on target. So 0.53, so still about half a second. See if I can repeat that. 0.50. So the crossbolt, you got to have your finger on the safety like this and then hit that before you can get on your trigger. With an AR-15, it's got a 45-degree throw, so you can have your finger right here and ready, and as you're pulling up, you're flipping off your safety. So quite a bit quicker than something with a crossbolt. So conclusion, I think that this is a viable option. If you live in a communist state that doesn't allow you to have an AR-15. This thing shoots amazingly. It's flat, it's fast, it's accurate. I love it. It's got a nice trigger. You can have your standard capacity magazines. And even if you live in a free state that allows AR-15s, it's still a cool rifle. It's cool to add in the collection. It's just something a little bit different. I think it's just as capable in most scenarios as an AR-15. But if you guys want to see a real review on this, I think Honest Outlaw just dropped one. That guy actually goes into depth and detail. So if you want to actually learn something about this rifle, go check him out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.